Hey guys, please excuse the messy hair. I'm not having a good hair day. It looked cute this morning when I woke up, but it's not working with me, so it's up. It's a little frizzy. I didn't put any hairspray because I have to do it later. But this is my very first YouTube video, so I'm really excited. I tried to do one yesterday, but the room that I'm in is the only nice, quiet room, and it was so hot. There's no AC vents in here, and the AC was only back there inside the house. So today it's really nice and cool outside, so I'm actually gonna start recording. The windows are open, and I'm gonna have to just delete yesterday's video and start from scratch because I really don't remember where I have to pick up from. So let's get started. I want to go over the products you're going to put on your face because it's very important. And I know everybody has a different type of skin type, so you can have combination skin, dry skin, or oily skin. I thought I had oily skin, but turns out I have combination because in the winter my face gets dry, in the summer my face gets really oily. So I never used to moisturize my face, and I realized that that was an issue, and I needed to, but you cannot just put any kind of lotion on your face. You don't need something scented. You definitely can't put body lotion on your face. It's too thick, and it'll make you break out. It'll make your face even more oily if you already have oily skin. So no matter what type of skin you have, I recommend moisturizing your face. Now, the one that I love is this Olay Active Hydrating Original one. It's pink, it's light pink. They have a couple different ones that I do love as well. I just think I love Olay in general. This is how it looks. Ooh, love it. I love the way it smells. It's very light on your face. It does not feel cakey. Even if I'm not wearing makeup, I like to just put it on my face because I know if I don't, my face gets a little oily. It's weird. But there are other brands. I know that there's an Aveeno that personally I don't like on my face. It's a little too thick for my preference, but you can try that one out too. I would say test the waters on your on the face lotion you choose. Everything I use is not going to be perfect for you because our skin is going to be different, but always start with lotion. Now, I know it's gonna feel weird putting so many different products on your face because you're used to not putting anything. If you don't wear makeup, you're gonna not be used to putting a face lotion, primer, and foundation. But I guarantee you, you will not regret it. You're definitely gonna need to protect your skin, protect your pores from breaking out. You need to hydrate your skin, and then you need to prime it before you put anything on top of your skin. So just protect your face. So I'm gonna start with this. Decent amount would be this much. You don't need too much. That might be too much. If it is too much, just bring it down to your neck. After you hydrate your face, you want to prime it. Very first primer that I still love to this day, and now I'm testing the waters with other primers. I am trying the Too Faced Primed Poreless. And so far I do like it. It is thick. It's supposed to help, you know, minimize the visual pores on your face. Visual pores on your face. I gotta get used to talking. Gotta use the right words here. But today I'm gonna apply this one. It does have a color to it, and I'll show you. I'll also show you how much I personally use. You don't want to go overboard with it. I think I do sometimes. I love the way primer feels on my face. So this is as much as I'm going to be using on my face today. I am going to make sure that I start covering the T-zone of my face, mainly just the pores. So I'll start above my cheeks, my nose, my forehead, Cupid's bow, and then chin. So, depending on what kind of coverage you're looking for, there is sheer coverage, which is little to nothing but still covers up a little bit or makes you feel like you have something on your face, something people usually like to wear to the beaches, sometimes to the pool, on summer days. Medium to full coverage is what I wear, not necessarily because I need it. My face does have a few blotches, and it is you know, lighter than my body, but I personally just like medium to full coverage. I like my face to look flawless and fully covered. But in the summertime, I will wear light coverage. Another thing you can use would be BB or CC cream. I haven't tested out too many products, but of course, with the company I was working for, SMASHBOX, I did try it out when I went on vacation, and I loved it. I wore it every single day. When I was outside by the pool, I just loved it. It gave me a nice natural little glow. My face didn't look too cakey, it didn't look oily. I just don't remember if it was BB or CC, but recommend trying them out. You can always go into the store and ask for a sample before you purchase it. Just make sure you try it out. You don't want to get yourself into something you don't like, then you have to return it. Recommend trying those products out before you jump into a full foundation, which is what I'm in. And my go-to after all these years is a MAC foundation. It is the Studio Fix Fluid. This was the very first brand that I've ever really got into, mainly because my sister Stephanie, hey Stephanie always got MAC products, so I started venturing off to MAC. I really didn't know about any of the brands. This is a full coverage foundation. But if you're looking for a MAC product, everybody's different, so your skin might react to things differently. I've heard a lot of different feedback from MAC products saying that it made their skin break out. It was just too much. They didn't like it. But you can try one of the products called Face and Body. I have that one. That is something I usually mix with Studio Fix during like the winter. If I don't want too much coverage, or during the summer if I want to just kind of water it down, I mix my products of MAC, just MAC. So Studio Fix and Face and Body I will mix. If you want it like a medium coverage, you can do that. But if you just want sheer, Face and Body. Also BB and CC cream. So I'm going to go ahead and apply this. Now I do use a foundation brush. I use this one. This brush is semi-dirty. I tried cleaning it because I did the video yesterday and I was in a rush to make this video today. Usually you can tell it's a foundation brush if the tips are white. Now I do like this one because all the brushes are really compact together. There are looser brushes like from MAC. Their face foundation brush is a lot bigger and looser, but I actually don't like that for foundation. I've seen spots and like just missing streaks, and I actually use that for powder instead. So any kind of foundation brush or any kind of brush that has all of the brushes, bristles this close together, I would recommend using, only because it's easier to kind of like blend and buff in. Personally, I used to use this one and I don't use this kind anymore. This is the very first one I used to use in the beginning, but I noticed it gave me a lot of streaks and you can see the brush strokes and it wasn't blended in. If you want a flawless look, you want to make sure you blend it. When in doubt, blend it out. So what I'm actually going to go ahead and start doing is dabbing it around my face and then blending it in. So I'll put a couple dabs on this cheek, a couple on this cheek, forehead. I just want to make sure whatever I have on my brush, I'm evening it out on my skin. And now you look like a monster. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and start blending this in. You want to make sure that you don't put a mask on your face. You want to blend it from anywhere on your jawline, below, blend it out. You can even do the V right underneath your neck. Usually the sun does not hit the spot, so just start whatever's on your brush, blending it down. Don't just leave it on, don't just leave a mask on your jawline and face. No matter how light or dark your foundation is, if you have an emergency, you need to use it, just blend it out. The next step I usually do are my eyebrows. They are my babies. They do not look that nice right now. I usually am always missing hair on the corner, which is the main reason why I fill them in. These puppies used to be so thick when I was younger, and then they got so thin because I thought it was cute to have super thin, super arched eyebrows, and nobody wanted to tell me nothing. Two different products I use. I stopped using the very first product I was using in the beginning, which was the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade. I use this in chocolate. There are so many other different colors you can use. I stopped using this one a lot, mainly because my sister Jessica got me into a different kind of eyebrow pencil. The one I'm actually going to be using today, it gives you more of a natural eyebrow look. I do like the Anastasia one because it did give me a super filled in eyebrows. I always got compliments on how my eyebrows would look, but I stopped wanting them to be so thick. Of course, there will be nights where I want my eyebrows to be as thick as my thighs, so you probably will see the difference in my eyebrows from time to time. And I'll do a different video on putting that one on so you can tell the difference, you can see how to apply it. And I'm just trying to find my eyebrow pencil right now. I use this in the dark brown color, and the reason why I love it is because it is so tiny that you can make the perfect little hair brush strokes if you want your eyebrows to look normal. So it's super, super, super tiny. It still has a brush on the other end. It's just very convenient, very easy to brush and fill in and brush your eyebrows. So I'm gonna go ahead and get closer. I always start with brushing them whichever way your eyebrows feel like going. Everybody's eyebrows are a little different. So I brush mine up and away. And then I always start at the very end. I know people like to fill in their eyebrows, but you want to make sure that from here and up is where your eyebrow starts. You don't want it to start over here. You don't want it to start over here. You definitely want to line that up with your nose. And then a lot of people say that they go from their whatever part of this nose is to the corner to see where your arch can be. So my arch can actually be over here. And do is clean them up. A lot of people can use, or a lot of you can actually use foundation, concealer. It really just depends on what you like. I personally like concealer. I'm starting to think my face looks a little dark. It's okay, I will line it. One of the brands I do like to use is a MAC brand. It is the Select Cover Up. There's so many different colors. Like I was saying, the foundation I use on my face is actually the NC42, but I always go extremely light on these. This one's actually the NC30. I usually use. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is actually apply some on my hand. I usually like to use this one. This one is a MAC. I think it's 212. It's so faded that I cannot tell. But I think it's MAC 212. What I'm going to go ahead and do is start applying it under my eyebrows. It does not need to be perfect because we're going to go ahead and blend that up and clean it up. Whew. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and start lining it up, and then any additional concealer, I'm just going to blend it downward. So now that I have two different colors on my forehead, two different foundations, I'm going to go ahead and blend it out. I do use a somewhat light beauty blender. This one's actually a little dirty from yesterday. Once again, I tried to record a video, did not work out. And this one's actually from Forever 21. I believe it was only $2, but you can use this beauty blender. I really haven't tried out the beauty blenders, so you can try it if you'd like. But you definitely just want to go ahead and blend out that color. That concealer. So that's it. Now for an everyday look, you do not need to wear eyeliner. You don't even need to fill in your eyebrows if you prefer not to. I just know that eyebrows are a huge thing now, so if you were interested in knowing about eyebrows, that's what I do for my everyday look. You can use eyeshadow as well, cream or pencil, just what you prefer. Everybody's a little different. The natural look is eyeshadow though. If you're looking for a great kind of eyeshadow or powder, Kelly Baker Brows, I've been obsessed with her. She has a Instagram page, just search Kelly Baker Brows, and she fills them in, cleans them up, and they look phenomenal. They look so natural. Check her out. You can order them. I think it's $20 for the cream she uses to clean it up instead of concealer. I think it's kind of like concealer. And then also her product itself is $20. The brushes are, I think, $20. I think everything is $20 even. So I might be ordering that soon and tell you guys how it is. And then I started using NYX or NYX, whichever you prefer to call it, eyeshadow base. I think I actually have this one in the skin color. And then that's how it looks. So it is a lot thicker. They do have it in white. If you want your eyeshadow to pop out or stand out, pop out, use white, and I would recommend that. They actually have the pencil too. It looks like a big old crayon you can put on your eyelid. I just prefer the cream personally. You can use your fingers, or you can use a flat brush just to get in there, or a sponge brush. You can use anything you like, but I prefer my fingers. One of the palettes that I did order that I have been using a lot for occasions and like events such as weddings, birthdays, or on myself, Morph brushes. I actually have this palette in 35N, and it's all matte. Every single shadow in here is matte. I do not use these brushes though. I can't use these sponge brushes. I feel like there's no point. They don't do anything. In case of emergency, I'm sure you can do something with it. I should actually make a video about that. So I'm going to go ahead and go right underneath the eyebrows, and you want them to just kind of stand out. If your eyebrows are popping, just make sure they pop a little more. And then just blend that down. Okay, so once that's highlighted and that is highlighted, I'm gonna go ahead and use a crease brush and use my orangish copper color that I love oh so much. I use it all the time. It's gonna be this one right here. So just gonna keep smashing that brush on there. And then a good thing, if you don't want to add too much, is just kind of tap your brush. And then I'm going to go right above the crease. If you go above the crease, then it just makes your eyes stand out. My eyes are very small, so I try my best to make them look bigger than what they actually are. Deceiving? Maybe just a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and use a different kind of crease brush and actually go into the corners of my eyes right here and right here. And I am going to use this color right here. Ooh, where'd it go? This one right here. And I'm gonna kind of round it out. You can give yourself the V, you can kind of round it out. You can do so much with it, but I'm gonna go for something a little bit more soft and subtle since it's an everyday look. I'm gonna go ahead and use this one today. I'm gonna go ahead and take a deeper dark brown color and just get a little bit into the crease of my eyes. Because I put mascara last. The next step is highlighting our face. Highlighting our faces. I'm gonna go ahead and actually use this one as well. Apply it on my forehead, down the bridge of my nose, on my cupid's bow, chin, and then here especially. So I'm gonna probably put a little bit more. Okay. So I usually go from the chin up and start blending it out. And then since the cheeks or above the cheek area is a lot bigger, I blend that out last. And you're just dabbing it. It's so much easier if your beauty blender is damped, and mine's not, so it's a little harder. I do use a setting powder. You can use translucent powder, HD powder, setting powder. I do use Ben Nye luxury powder. Definitely has a pinky tone to it. And I always start with underneath my eye. And then I'll do my forehead. Underneath, I don't know if you can see my my cheekbones, but I usually go right underneath it with concealer. I don't have much on this brush, but it just makes it stand out more. And then I'll put powder on that too. Everybody likes a good cheekbone. Okay, so I went ahead and did my nose, and I'm just doing the brim. You can bring it down, and then you want to go up to your eyebrow or up to your shadow. I prefer up to the eyebrows, and then a little bit underneath your lip. Now I'm going to take some kind of flat or angled brush. This one is also from my brush set. Thank you, Dee. And I'm going to go ahead and just dab some on and knock the rest off, and then start at the base of my cheek and then bring it forward. We're also dusting off some of the powder, which is fine. And then I'm going to go up. So you pretty much want to do this kind of thing right now. This U. And then bring it up and around your forehead. Okay, now I think it's enough. I think the powder sitting on our faces is enough, so I'm going to take the same one that we put powder on, dust it off, and then I think you're done baking. And take the Splash flat brush. It's like a mini foundation brush, very tiny. Dab it, and then I'm going to go down the bridge of my nose. And then above my lip on my Cupid's bow. I'm also going to take this and take a fan brush like so. Also from my brush set, but you can get these everywhere. I'm just going to get some on there. I don't think you can see it. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and highlight right here. I want it to look like my face is glowing, but not greasy. I think you can see the glow. And then I'm going to do it down my nose again. Cupid's bow. Sometimes I even do it a little bit above my forehead, like up top. Why not? I will take kind of a color. This one is a MAC. It's called Warm Soul. It has a really pretty pink gold tone to it, so I'm just gonna go ahead and dab that, and then do this look. I don't know what look this is, but smirk, or give that look, and put it right on your cheeks. Sometimes you need a little color on your face. I know I do. So that is it for the actual face. I'm going to go ahead and put on mascara. So I applied 2 coats of the L'Oreal Voluminous first, and then I'll do 1 or 2 coats of this one, and then I'll use a eyelash curler. So I'm going to start with applying this first. this is our everyday kind of look. Now I just need to do my hair. So I will try to make sure I put in description the products again below for the brushes that I've used, for the primers that I use, and the face lotions that I recommend. And if you have any questions, please feel free to comment on the video on my Facebook or comment on the comments below on YouTube. Make sure to subscribe. Thank you. You guys have a great day.